One of the better ways of getting stuff done is finding someone who can hold you accountable. Now, we have accountability buddies because sometimes what will happen is that you tell yourself that you're going to be doing all of this writing or editing, and then you kind of wander off the track. Whereas if you can find somebody who also needs to be held accountable, then you're more likely to stick to the job that you've got. So who could you find? A friend, a partner, a coach, someone who really values and respects you and really respects that you want to get this done. Also, something that I find really, really important is when I ask someone to coach me, is I give them permission to be able to tell me as it is. So instead of them being able to ring up and say, have you done that, Jackie? To actually, when I start waffling and I start making excuses, they absolutely have permission to tell me off as if I were as a naughty child. So it's setting those boundaries and saying to somebody, I want you to hold me accountable and do not take any rubbish off me, keep me on track, I give you permission to do it. The other thing is to find somebody who's also doing a really big project, because they will appreciate what you are going to give them back. It doesn't matter if you don't know what their project is, or you don't understand how that project is working, but the fact is it's something big and it's something important, just as your book is important to you. So find someone, like I say, respects you, respects and shares your values and has a big project. So have a think, who might be a good buddy? Now, for example, having your partner as your buddy might not work, but having a friend or a colleague, someone who's working on something big. So just have a little think and just reach out. Reach out to some of your friends, who do you know on Facebook or G+ or LinkedIn? Who can you reach out and say, help me on this project? Now, because it's a memoir, it would also be important to think about somebody who would respect the privacy, because there might be times that you want to say, I'm really stuck on this bit, and you might want to then have to expand on what that bit is. So who's your buddy? Where can you find one? What's their big project, and what are you going to call this project? And like I say, it doesn't matter if they don't understand yours and you don't understand theirs. What is important is you give each other that opportunity to hold each other accountable. And accountability, as we say, will just keep you so motivated. It's really, really worth doing. I highly, highly recommend it. The next thing then is to say, when might that accountability session be? It really doesn't have to be an hour in your diary. Literally book 15 minutes, even less. Once a week, pick up the phone, maybe it's a Skype call, or you say to each other that you're going to text each other at a certain time. But questions, open questions, what did you achieve since we last spoke? What are you going to commit to achieve by the time we next talk, and how can I support you? So really just very, very simple. When, how, and then the kind of questions that you might ask. So just set it all up and crack on. And like I say, it's a fantastic way of keeping you motivated.